Most guys know how to make her smile, but very few know how to make her feel seen. See, compliments are easy to throw around. You're so pretty, I love your smile. You look amazing tonight. That's surface level, that's ego food. But here's what most men don't realise. The compliments that actually stick, the ones that echo in her mind days later. They're not about beauty. They're about who she is when no one's watching. That's where Stoicism. Personal story, the compliment. She never forgot comes in because when you compliment her virtues like strength, wisdom, emotional resilience, you're not just flattering her, you're honouring her character. And that hits way deeper than just saying she's hot. I remember this one time I was talking to a woman I really respected, and instead of saying the usual, "You look beautiful," I told her something different. I said, "I admire how disciplined you are, the way you show up for yourself, even on tough days. That's why these 3 compliments matter, powerful." And bro, the way she looked at me after that, it hit different. She paused, smiled, and I could tell it wasn't just a compliment. It was recognition. That's when it clicked for me. Most women hear how pretty they are, but very few hear how powerful they are. This video is about compliments, but not the kind she's used to. These aren't designed to boost her ego. They're built to reach her emotions. You're going to learn 3 compliments that do something most guys never manage to pull off. They make her feel understood. They make her feel seen, and they stick with her long after the moments pass, because each one is grounded in something deeper: Stoic values, courage, discipline, inner strength. If you want to stand out from the noise, these are the words that actually mean something. Before we dive in, take a compliment. Number 1 moment to subscribe if you're ready to transform how you handle relationships using the power of Stoicism. Every video is a step toward mastering your mindset and building stronger, more meaningful connections. Now let's dive into the first compliment. I admire your discipline. This one hits differently because it's rooted in self-control. One of the most powerful Stoic virtues you see. Stoics believe true strength isn't about what you do in moments of joy or success. It's about how you handle yourself day in and day out, and when you notice and appreciate someone's discipline, you're acknowledging something real, something consistent. Think about it. Imagine she's someone who works hard, stays on top of her fitness routine, takes care of her health, and shows up every single day. No excuses. She doesn't just talk about goals, she lives them, whether it's waking up early for a workout, eating healthy despite temptation, or putting in hours to level up in her career. Her discipline is a part of who she is, and you notice it. Here's how you deliver it. I really admire your discipline. It's impressive how you stay focused and keep pushing yourself every day. Not many people can do that. Pause. Let it sink in. This compliment isn't about her looks or a superficial characteristic. It's about who she is on a deeper level. It's a recognition of her inner strength. When you say this, you're acknowledging her commitment, her ability to make tough choices, and her determination to keep moving forward no matter what life throws at her. And here's why this works. Way better than just saying you're beautiful. Sure, you're beautiful might get a smile, but I admire your discipline. That sticks. It shows you see her for more than just her appearance. You see the person she's working hard to become. You see the effort she puts in. And compliment number 2, that's what really makes her feel seen. She'll feel respected in a way that most compliments just don't offer. And trust me, when you speak to her discipline, you're touching on a part of her that most guys overlook. That's the kind of compliment that lasts. All right, let's move on to the second compliment. The way you think is powerful. Now, this one speaks directly to the Stoic virtue of wisdom. Wisdom isn't just about knowledge. It's about seeing the world clearly, understanding it deeply, and responding thoughtfully. It's about being able to take a step back and view situations with clarity and balance. And when you notice and appreciate a woman's intellectual depth, you're not just acknowledging her looks, you're recognizing the power of her mind. Think about this. Maybe she's sharing an opinion on something, whether it's a book, she's reading a problem at work, or a situation in her personal life. And as she speaks, you notice how deeply she's thought about it. She's not just reacting, she's processing, seeing all angles, thinking critically. This is where you drop the compliment, the way you think is powerful. I really admire how you look at things from different angles. It's rare to meet someone who thinks like you do. Pause, let the words land. This compliment isn't just about admiring her brain, it's about admiring her perspective when you tell her that the way she thinks is powerful. You're telling her that you see more than just her outer beauty. You value the depth of her mind and the way she processes the world around her. It's not just about being book smart, it's about being intellectually present, aware and engaged with life. And why does this hit harder than just saying, "You're so complimentary smart"? Because it's specific. You're pointing out her thinking, the thing that truly shapes how she navigates the world. You're validating her perspective, her ability to think critically, and her capacity to offer insight. And that, my friend, is powerful. What you're really saying here is, I respect your mind. I appreciate how you process the world in a unique and thoughtful way. You're not just beautiful, you're intelligent, grounded, and you know how to think for yourself. That's the kind of compliment that shows you value women who think deeply and hold strong opinions. It shows you value women who are more than just their appearance. They're people of substance. Hey, real quick, if you've made it this far, it means you're not like most guys. You actually care about connecting with women on a deeper level. And that's rare. So I want to ask you something personal. Drop this in the comments right now. I choose depth over ego. Yeah, just write that, not for the algorithm, not for me, but as a small promise to yourself that from now on you'll speak to her emotions, not just her appearance. Let's see how many men in here are built different. All right, here's the third compliment. And this one really speaks to a deep Stoic virtue, courage, and emotional resilience. You stay strong for others even when you're tired. Now this is a game changer. Why? Because it's not just about recognizing how someone looks or how intelligent they are. It's about acknowledging the invisible weight they carry every single day. It's about recognizing the emotional strength and the courage it takes to keep pushing forward, especially when no one else is looking. Let me paint the picture for you. She's the person who's always there for everyone, whether it's family, friends, or even you. She's the one who holds everything together. She's the anchor in the storm, the rock that others lean on when things get tough. She's the one who's constantly helping others, offering support and showing up no matter what. But here's the thing, she does this even when she's exhausted. Maybe she's been running on fumes after a long day at work. Maybe she's dealing with her own struggles, but she's still showing up for others. She's emotionally resilient, staying strong even when she's drained. And it's something that doesn't get recognized often enough. So when you tell her, you stay strong for others even when you're tired, I admire that so much. You're always there for everyone. No. How to give these compliments like a Stoic man, matter what, and that's something truly rare. You're hitting her right in the heart. This compliment isn't just a recognition of what she does for others, it's a recognition of the emotional weight she carries. It's the unseen effort, the silent sacrifice, the times when she's holding things together while feeling like she might break, by acknowledging that you're telling her, I see you. I see the strength and the resilience you show every day. I see the emotional load you carry, and I appreciate it more than you know. And why does this resonate so deeply? Because it makes her feel truly seen. Most people won't ever notice or acknowledge that invisible weight she carries. They'll see her smiling, strong, and composed on the outside, but they won't recognize the strength it takes to keep going when she feels like she can't. When you say this, you're validating the quiet acts of courage and resilience that go unnoticed by the rest of the world. It's not just a compliment, it's a recognition of her emotional strength. And trust me, that's the kind of acknowledgement that stays with her long after the conversation is over. Now, here's the key to making these compliments truly land with impact. And it's all about delivery as a Stoic. How you say these things matters just as much as what you say. The Stoic approach to giving compliments is not about flattery. It's about recognizing true value and speaking it with intention. First of all, keep your tone calm and steady. This isn't the time for theatrics or exaggeration. Your voice should reflect the truth in what you're saying, not an attempt to win her approval. Stoicism teaches us that we don't speak to please others. We speak to convey what's real, what's meaningful. Make sure to hold eye contact, don't look away, or get distracted while giving the compliment. Eye contact's confidence, sincerity, and presence. It shows you're fully invested in what you're saying and that you truly mean it. And here's the thing. Don't expect anything in return. The Stoic doesn't give compliments to get something back. He doesn't expect praise or validation in return. He simply speaks his truth because it's the right thing to do. Remember this phrase, the Stoic doesn't flatter. He recognizes value and speaks it with intention. That's the key difference between a compliment driven by ego and one driven by genuine respect and awareness. A Stoic compliment isn't about manipulating emotions. It's about acknowledging and valuing the person in front of you in a way that's honest and unselfish. So when you give these compliments, let them come from a place of truth, not expectation, and don't rush. Let the words sink in. Let her feel that what you're saying isn't just another line. It's recognition of her character, her strength, and the things that truly matter. If you follow this approach, you'll find that your compliments will hit much deeper than the surface level ones. And that's when you'll start building true connections. At the end of the day, you're not here to impress. You're here to connect with depth. You weren't made to chase attention or throw shallow compliments, just to get a reaction that's not strength, that's not presence. A real man, a Stoic man, sees what others overlook. He speaks to the soul, not just the surface. So I'll tell you this. Next time you feel the urge to compliment her lips, her body, or her smile, stop, look deeper. Speak to the part of her that the world rarely notices. Tell her what you admire about how she moves through life. Tell her what you see in her that reflects in a final message. Connect with depth, not just flattery strength, not outer beauty, because those are the compliments she remembers, not the ones that flatter her ego, the ones that speak to her emotions. So now you know how to give compliments that hit her emotions, not just feed her ego. But there's a flip side to this. Most guys ruin the moment with compliments that sound needy, empty, or even fake. If you want to make sure you're never that guy, click the video on screen right now. It's called Never Compliment Her Like This. Do this instead, and it will show you exactly what to avoid and what to do instead, like a man with Stoic depth. Trust me, that video completes what you just learned here. And hey, if this helped you, hit that like button, subscribe. If you're building yourself up as a grounded man, and drop a comment below. I read them all. Talk soon, legend.